Let's talk about rule changes. NFL rule changes, overtime, sudden death. It is being proposed, some of these potential changes for overtime here. However, there's been a various number of voices that have said, hey, we want this rule change to go forth, whatever it may be. I know that there's two proposals from three different teams. Two of the proposals are the same, and then one of them is a completely different proposal involving a two-point conversion, an extra point. Very interesting enough here, but I want to open something up too that Mike Vrabel had said, and this over at ProFootballNetwork.com. The Titans proposal is uniquely different from the other proposals here, and everybody is referencing what happened in the Chiefs game where he didn't even get to touch the ball. And he says here, you look at how some of these overtime games have ended, a 75-yard touchdown, a 75-yard pass, two 35-yard pass plays, a defensive pass interference that puts the ball at the 2-yard line. There are some examples of bigger plays, critical penalties, and that touchdown has to be validated. He said, that's just my thought. It's like the old school skins game. If you birdie, you have to birdie the next hole to validate it. If you don't want to, you kick the extra point, and Josh Allen gets an opportunity. It was just me trying to be creative. So they're really trying to open it up as to like, okay, hey, if a team scores in overtime, scores a touchdown, let the other team get a chance to do it, right? So for example, if a team, I know one of the proposals, if a team scores a touchdown and gets a two-point conversion, they win. I don't like that because you need to give the other team a chance to do that if you're going to go with that type of rule. Score a touchdown, and look, hey, if the other team converts on a two-point conversion, okay, here's the deal. They have to convert a two-point conversion in order to keep it going. Now, here's the dilemma. Let's say the team that scores the first touchdown, Tommy, they score, they do not get the two-point conversion, and so there's that 6-point. The other team that gets the ball in overtime, they have a chance to score and win with just an extra point. I like that. It balances things out a little bit, and it makes it interesting, but it also gives everybody a chance. And you know what? The NFL should be salivating over this because you know what it does, Tommy? It makes the money. People are like, hey, this is great. How many times do people maybe turn on a game when they're scrolling through Twitter and they say, oh my God, this game's going to overtime, and they're not actually watching it? They're like, oh, we got to go there. You know how many weak viewers they will get in big time moments like that? That is money waiting to happen for the NFL.
You said the key word, it's money. Whatever the NFL can do to make more money, it's going to do. But at the same time, like, look, if you give up a touchdown and a two-point conversion, you might deserve to lose that game. Like, if we're just being totally honest. Like, I feel like I do like the idea more where both teams probably get a side of it, but I wouldn't hate either of these. Because like I said, if you give up both, like, you probably kind of deserve it, if we're honest.
But you know what? You know who's not afraid of overtime the way that the current format is? It's Mike Tomlin. And he said that he is not afraid of sudden death, which is ironic considering the fact that back in, 2011, Tim Tebow threw a slant pass to
Did you have to bring that one up?
Touchdown against Ike Taylor in coverage. Ike Taylor, burnt toast, tomato. He's not afraid of that.
I still remember that game.
Those are our thoughts here on NFL overtime. We'll see what happens, but a league executive did say 24 votes is going to be very difficult to get in terms of passing. As we know, 24 votes is definitely the standard there. And a lot of teams are consulting. Head coaches are consulting with the GMs, team owners about maybe what their vote will be. I'm eager to see what happens. You know who probably isn't going to be for that vote? It might be the Kansas City Chiefs. We'll see, though. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.